I'm now live. Let me get Rain ready. Always the first one. I love it. Hey, girl. Hey. Thank you for joining. Oh, wait, no, Rain. I told him I was adding him now so we can get started. I'll be trying my hardest to not let these be too long. Man, I forgot my holding music, my elevator music again. Hello. Welcome. As always, I'm gonna try my hardest to not keep y'all too long on this Monday. Cause if you're like me, today was Monday, okay? I'm trying to make sure I set the invite. I was trying to make sure I didn't invite the wrong ring. How y'all Monday going? Look, or went. I guess I should say went. Uh-oh. Why am I getting this error message? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Ring, you joining as True or you joining from your page? Which one? Or is there Ring on True Digital page? Which one? Okay, here. I got you. I accepted it. Let's see. Did it let you in? There you are.
There we are.
Here we go. There go my big bro, y'all.
What's up?
What's good?
I'm
Welcome
excited.
to Marketing Monday. I said it right. I always say it wrong. What's up?
I'm chilling. I'm watching the game.
Of course.
Well, I
Okay.
was, but now I'm doing it. So.
Well, okay. You know, we can talk, so we're gonna keep this to 35 minutes then. We're gonna
Okay.
get it going. I'm not even gonna give people no time to come on because they know we go live at 9. They should be here. So we're gonna get right into it. Of course, you know, if y'all don't know, this is my big brother, this is my family over here, True
It's
Digital
like a
Marketing,
hug
Mr.
over here, yo.
Kareem. Introduce yourself to the people, tell them about True Digital, what are y'all specialized in, you know, talk your shit. Go ahead.
Thank you. First of all, for having me on. I fully support you in everything that you do. Shout out to our mom, the mom that you share with me. I love.
Our mom.
It's all the love. It's all the love. But yeah, we are True Digital Marketing. We are a full service digital marketing agency. We specialize in custom website design and SEO. So SEO is what helps your website rank organically on Google. So when people typing in whatever my business near me, or if you're shopping for digital marketing services and you come across the Marketing Days
Gotcha.
Instagram account because that's the most, popular thing that pops up, right? So these things happen and we make those things happen.
Okay, it sounds good. So I sent you a list of questions. I'm gonna try my hardest to stick to those questions, but of course, you know, we're gonna let the conversation go. We're gonna let the people drop in some stuff. But tonight we're talking about websites. For those of you who don't know, the topic is my website trash? Because we're gonna talk about, you know, how to make it not trash. we don't want it to be garbage no more.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
getting right on
yeah. We'll
into
help you
it.
get that dirt off your shoulder.
Right. Like we're gonna try to get y'all together. And to be honest with y'all, I'm learning too. I call him all the time with questions about my website. He already know it needs to be looked at again. So so I learned too, y'all. Thank you again for those of you who are joining in. I have my guest, Mr. Kareem with True Digital Marketing. As he stated, they specialize in website design, development, optimization, which is all the things that spread out your digital footprint and get you seen in other places besides social media. All right, so getting right on into the questions. Because we're talking trash websites, I want to know what makes a website trash. Like, what are things that you look at websites and people come to you and you just like, this is not up to standard.
My biggest pet peeve is when your photos don't really match your 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 business in a sense. Let me give you an example. I see this a lot with attorneys. If you're an attorney and you want to have the big city image, then use pictures or images of the city where you're actually from. The thing that drives me nuts is when I'm looking at a Houston attorney and I could tell like the skyline is not Houston. It's not Dallas.
And
It's
you're
like
not even
Seattle,
from Houston, so
somewhere
the
in New
fact that you
York.
know
And
that.
yeah, I see these things, all the time. So yeah, that's one of the things that totally uh, turn me off is when the imagery is not really representing the brand or the local business. And let's not get it twisted. Local businesses are huge, right? You don't have to be big outside of Houston to be big. So let's just keep that in mind that when we say local or even small business,
Hmm.
we're not really referring to, you know, super duper small. I mean, we are, but remember, small is considered 0 to 20 million. So don't ever
That's right.
be too proud to be small because, it's dope.
That's right. I know something for me that's my pet peeve, and you could tell me if this is standard or not. But I am a director of marketing at a law firm, so it's funny that you said that. And when I'm doing our competitive research, looking into what other firms are doing, they have a ton of stuff on one page. I mean, you scrolling through just like they try to fit every keyword. Houston lawyer for this, Houston lawyer for that. And I'm like, y'all don't need all of that. It don't even fit into your content. So do you consider that being something that's trash on the page, just trying to fit as much stuff as possible? Or you think that that's kind of like what you're supposed to do to optimize?
That's a double-edged sword. And
Oh,
I'll tell
talk
you why.
about it.
Because you want to mention the keyword that you're trying to rank for as many times as you can, but as naturally as you can. In this case of SEO, you want to have at least 500 words on that particular page that you want to have ranking on Google. So yeah, you want to say that keyword quite a few times, but you don't want it to sound redundant. And at the same time, you got to remember when you're writing content, you're writing for people to understand, but you're truly writing for the machine to be able to pick it up and say, yo, this is relevant, right? This is good content based on this search phrase, right?
Yeah.
So that's how SEO pretty much works. And what we're discussing is what's called on-site SEO, because we're talking about the things that we're doing on your website. So to answer your question, some of it may be necessary evil. Some of it may be just the way it happens to work. Like if you're a motivational speaker, your about page is pretty extensive. Your coaching page is pretty extensive, depending on how many different topics that you cover and stuff like that. So it could be necessary. It could be overkill, but you got to balance this out for the human and for the machine.
I love that you said it's okay for the about page to be a little long because I feel like my about page is long. It makes sense though, but I definitely understand. So for the people who don't know what a keyword is, can you just real quick, kind of in layman's terms, tell them what a keyword is?
Whatever you put in Google to bring up the results. So some people see it as a keyword. Most people see it as a phrase because if you feel like, well, I'm using more than one word if I put in, black med spa near me, right? That's a phrase. And yeah, you're right, but also a keyword could be black med spa near me,
Got it. With
right?
that added little piece on it.
Right. And then when you land on that page, there's a good chance that that page is going to be titled, Black Med Spa or, Med Spa Black Owned. It's going to have somewhere those words are going to play a part.
Okay. Well, thank y'all again for those of you who are just coming in. I actually see my aunts on here. Hey, y'all. Family in the room. My sister joined. I see a couple of clients that got on here. Welcome.
So,
Welcome to this Marketing Monday. Today, we're talking websites with Mr. Kareem from True Digital Marketing. Right now, we're going through kind of what makes a website trash. He said, stop using pictures that don't fit your business. If you are in Houston and you're a local business, use pictures of Houston. You can find royalty free, pictures through, honestly, Adobe has a great program where you can get royalty free images. You might have to pay for them, but you can get them and use them in your website, okay? So Mr. Rain says stop using pictures. It don't fit your brand, all right? He also gave y'all what keywords are. It's just little phrases that people put into Google, different search engines to find your business. So we're going into the next one. We talked about what makes it trash, things you don't like. I said I don't like lengthy pages for no reason. You said it could be a evil, lesser evil, or need it or not. So I'll get over my little pet peeve of scrolling through a lot of stuff for no reason. But when it comes down to improving our websites, right? And we want to improve it because honestly, it's for the user. We want our users to stay on our pages longer, which of course makes them generate into potentially buying and booking our services. So what are some elements that you feel like every website should have that just makes like the performance and the quality of it just chef's kiss?
A really good platform. So in that case, I don't typically have anything negative to say about anything when it comes to marketing. I feel like there's a time and place for everything, and there's levels as we move up. So if you have a Wix website, I'm not saying that your website is trash just because it's on Wix. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is you may get to a point where you max out on a certain platform. So I think what's important is getting away from platforms like WordPress, simply because it's really hard for the end user, being you. When you want to go in the back end and you want to make changes to your website, it's really difficult. So if it's difficult for you to do minor stuff, you can only imagine on the design side how hard it was to put it together, right? So that's one of the things that I think helps with quality is the platform, because another thing about the platform also, it gives us as designers the ability to create, right? Like, yeah, we could use coding, in which we do that. But there's so many other, different options that we have on the platform that we utilize at True. So the reason why we can customize these websites and make them how we do is because of the flexibility of the platform. So, yeah. So again, I'm not knocking anyone if you're using Wix and it looks great, that's great, because looking great in comparison to your competitors, it's what's going to help you to even out the playing field, so people in the marketplace see you on on the same level. You want to look like Walmart, or do you want to look like Target? There's nothing wrong with either one of these places. I shop at both of them, but there's a different feel and a different class to both of them. Let's just keep it real. So even though they kind of function the same, their audience and how they appeal to their audience to keep them on top of their audience minds is a slightly different strategy.
I love that you plugged in their strategy, because there is a strategy for everything you do. And if you have a website, it needs to have everything that's on your website has to make sense. There has to be a purpose for it, and it all starts with strategy. So something that I'm kind of throwing this question in, because I know I sent you a pre-list to help you be prepared, but I do have one, because I've come to learn, of course, you and Melinda know, y'all sent me a ton of business. I kind of dabble with web development, design, all of that back in my service-based days. I'm not there no more, but I was realizing, as I was getting a lot of clients, and even now with clients that I'm coaching, a lot of them don't need websites, right? Some people can benefit from a landing page. Some people can benefit from just a link in their Instagram bio that takes them to a booking service, right? So how could a person know if their business needs a full homepage, about page, contact page, all of that other stuff, right? Versus someone who just may benefit from a quick landing page that, True can make for them. Plug. Shameless.
Well, let's talk about that, right? So typically at True, we don't make a website anything less than 3 pages.
I feel like we've had that.
At True, the only time we would make a landing page, which is just one single page of content, right, The only time that we would do that is if we're running a pay-per-click campaign for a client on Google, or what's also known as PPC, is also known as search engine marketing, is also known as Google Ads. The reason why we'll only do it for that campaign is because Google, the ad section is looking for certain points and qualities, right? And it's going to give you a score called a quality score. So if you have a high quality score for that landing page, whether it's a page of your website or it's just a dedicated landing page. Either way, you're going to get a quality score, and this quality score works just like your credit score. So if your credit score is A1, they're going to give you a high quality score, and that allows you to benefit a reward. That reward is you getting a higher position in the ad section for a cheaper cost in comparison to your competitors.
Yeah.
So that's the only time we're doing that. If you come to me and you say, I want a landing page and you want it for your business and it's not for advertising purposes, I think you hustling. I don't think you're here for the long term.
I agree with
Straight,
you. I mean, I feel
straight up.
like, honestly, that's the only reason it's there for us to do digital ads. Because
Yeah.
to me, that's how you track your return of investment. If you have that landing page, you know, all the clicks coming through that one thing and all the traffic is going there, and that's how you can, I mean, that's what I suggested. But I had to know, I wanted to know, you know, so for some
Well,
people
yeah.
who don't want a full-blown website, you have any suggestions? Like, what do you tell, if I called you right now and was like, Reem, I need a website, and you like, no, you don't, what would you tell me?
Well, uh, I got to admit, the conversation that we would have would be about how do you want to control your business? Because your website is the one thing that you own, that you control.
Yeah.
I got an email from a t-shirt company that I follow. I found them on Instagram. Obviously, they got to have a website because they sell t-shirts. But here's the point. I got an email out of the blue that said, yo, Instagram canceled our account. We had to create a new Instagram, and we're giving 20% off. Here's the link. Well, you got to still have some kind of communication outside of the gram in case something happens to the gram. Let's look at Twitter. Let's take that as another example. You got Elon Musk running it into the ground. Major advertisers jump ship, and they're not coming back to spend the tens of millions that they were spending with Twitter as, you know, for advertising dollars, right? So if Twitter goes bankrupt tomorrow, the 2.2 million followers that this big celebrity has, what happens when that's no longer their means of communication, right? Their means of building that relationship. So, you know, again, if you don't have a website and you're depending on these other platforms, you're putting your business at risk for the long term. Third example is TikTok. The government is doing its best job to shut it down state by state, time by time. So sooner or later, there isn't going to be a TikTok. My solution to you for now is start creating shorts on YouTube, because YouTube isn't going anywhere, because
and you know,
it's
the social media marketing me is going to piggyback on that one, because Instagram has blackouts all the time, right? And I have a client who we built up her email list. So, well, before I get into that, let me say, if you're utilizing social media right now for your marketing, build your email list.
Yeah.
Use it to build your email list. Drive people to the link that's in your bio and make them join your email list. And this is important because, like he just pointed out, it's so much going on with these social media platforms. And I'm using Instagram as an example because that's actually what I specialize in. They have blackouts all the time where people are trying to load and refresh their feed and it's not working, right? Or they're trying to send messages and the messages are not sending because Instagram is doing so much stuff on their back end that the users are not being able to really use them. And I recently had a client who, during the blackout, I sent the email and was like, Instagram's down, but we not. No, I said Instagram's not working, but we are. And I was like, use this link. Here's the code. I sent the email. Y'all, she made like $1,000 in 2 hours because people was bored. People were bored. They ain't have social media. A lot of people are not on Twitter. A lot of them are not on TikTok. And a lot of people don't scroll YouTube anymore like that. So what are you going to do to reach their audience if you don't have other things in place for your marketing? So I love that he said, your website is the only thing you own. Your website is only down if you mess up. right? So with that, you really want to have, again, we're going back to that word strategy, have a strategy in place that protects you for when all these other platforms are down. So with that, I want to go into our next question, and I want to ask you this one. At what point should a person be like, all right, I can't do this by myself. My website is really trash. Some people tonight watching this might go back and look at their websites and be like, this is horrible. So when should they be like, all right, now I need an expert? Like, what are the telltale signs that they need to hire somebody to redo their website?
Just look around.
Ooh.
Straight up. Just look around.
Sound like market research to me. We talked about that last week.
There we go. Market research is the telltale sign. And, you know, people be like, you know, you got to think big. And that's true. The benefit of working with us is we take and look at some of the most, you know, I don't want to say big as in the amount of pages of a website, but I want to say big as in the competitors of each client that we're working with, right? So if you're a weight trainer, I want to look at whoever's the best celebrity weight trainer's website, look for the elements that they're using and apply that to what we're doing for you. So again, you know, we want to help level this playing field. But I would say, you know, without being, you know, New Yorkian, look at your competitors, right? You know, look at your competitors. Get on Instagram and see, you know, which retailer, whoever, whatever. And it's not as, this isn't a form of biting somebody's style or copying or whatever, but you got to pick up your head sometimes and look side to side and see what's going on beside you. So I would say the truth, right? Truth is right there. Go to the, you know, do a Google search. Look through the first 2-3 pages of Google. See who's ranking and who they are, what they are. I'll be the first one to tell you that God honest truth. Our website today was not our website yesterday, and it wasn't our website the last 4 years. Like, we have grown so much, and it's funny because we take care of our clients so much that we forget to take care of ourselves.
Ooh,
right?
I know that struggle.
Man, so I want y'all to know, in most cases, you think we're leading the race, and we're actually catching up.
Yep.
So to keep up with us is really to keep up with our latest projects, because we're always looking to compete, and we put our name on this, right? So it's really like Fidel Sassoon. If you don't look good, we don't look good, and we're not going to grow our business that way. So if you really want to know if your website is trash, you really want that gut punch, I don't got to tell you your baby's ugly. You could go look at some other babies in the nursery and be honest with yourself and say, man, look, I'm gonna have to love this one with extra outfits or something, because we just got to get a baby time. We got to get a baby time. But, you know, I'm here to help raise your kid, and that's what we do.
We're gonna put some makeup, some lipstick on that baby, make it look a little better, okay? I don't believe in calling people babies ugly, but you know, it's precious right now. But we wanna make it better.
I'm tired of it. I stopped fronting like 3 years ago. I made a Facebook post that I wasn't gonna. I'm just not like, if I never compliment your kid, you know what it is.
No, I'm playing. I would be like, let me find out. No, I'm playing. You love
you have a very handsome young king coming up. Right, yes, you do.
You love my baby. You love my baby. Okay, so I want to go through the comments really, really quick, just because I see y'all coming. But me and Reem, like I said at the beginning, this is my brother, like, for real. And we the type that get on the phone and 2 hours will pass and we don't even realize we've been on the phone for 2 hours. So I'm trying my hardest to keep this live at 30 to 35 minutes like I do every Monday. And that's why I kind of wasn't really engaging as much in the comments tonight, because, like I say, me and Reem, when we get to talking, especially business, we will talk. So my girl pointed out, we were talking about having why you need a website, right? She pointed out that Instagram takes pages randomly. And they do. Like, my baby I had an Instagram for my baby. My baby wants to be an influencer, y'all. Pray for me, okay? Because it means mommy has to create content for him to be an influencer. But anyway, and I didn't get a message or nothing. Instagram just deleted his page. And I literally...
Wait, the page that you've had forever?
Huh?
The page you've had forever?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't
Leading.
realize
And
that.
he was
I didn't
finally
see
starting
that.
to get his little momentum up. He was getting all the little football content, people following him. And yeah, they just deleted his page. And I got an email after trying to log in and sent the request in. I got an email that was like the page was inactive. And I'm like, I post on this page all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they would not give it back to me. So now we're gonna have to start all over again because of that. Instagram just randomly takes pages. When you see businesses that are having a bio, Instagram shut us down at X amount of followers. Some of them be
It'd be
cap,
for real.
but some of them be serious. My customers are taken care of. Me on the other hand, listen, Prince by Reem. Okay, y'all, Reem know because he been with me since Marketing Bay started. All right, for like 2 years, I never posted on social media. I had a Marketing Bay page. I posted. Me and Reem did a photo shoot in what, Reem? 2019. I may have posted one
That
picture
sounds
from
about right.
that shoot. Never posted again. Like, because I do social media management all the time. I'm always on social media for my clients that I was not in thinking of how to create content for myself. Yeah. Because by the time I got to doing my own business, I'm tired. I don't care no more about it. Where versus now that I've moved out of being primarily service based and I'm in more of the creator space with my business, now I got a little room to have some fun. But when you are offering services, like he said, people think and assume that you leading. Like someone, I'll never forget. Somebody asked me, they were like, how are you a social media manager, but if somebody come to your page, you don't got no followers? I said, well, all my clients have followers. My largest client at the time had 80-some thousand followers. So I'm doing something right if all my clients, like it was one of the moments where I got the receipts, boo, I can show you. Don't be looking at my stuff. So it's like he said though, sometimes don't just stop at my website. Go to my social media and see where I'm posting my client stuff. Their tagline is they create dope websites. They really do. Like they post all the time when they complete a website. And y'all, the websites be fire. So with that said,
yes.
Pop your shit real quick. Tell the people where they can find you, what all y'all do. Go ahead and give them the whole little rundown. And then I'll read some more of the comments and we'll wrap up.
Two things that you should always do, and I see it a lot. If you're considering an agency or someone to design your website, go look at their website. And if it doesn't blow you away, start being skeptical from there. I'm just going to be honest. Look, our first website is not the website we had today, but it's not to say that our first website wasn't good enough at the moment. Again, you want to know how good you're doing, look left, look right, do some research. So check out our website. Go to www.truedigitalmktg, short for marketing.com. After that, I want you to go to Google and I want you to type in True Digital Marketing Houston. At that point, that should bring up our Google My Business listing and you could check out our reviews. At that point, if you haven't, been totally like blown away or convinced, then you give us a phone call at 832-934-4436. I don't care where you are. This is not a Houston thing. This is a nationwide thing. So, we do our thing. Give us a call and we'll do a discovery meeting and we'll have a good time. It'll be dope.
Let me tell you how I know that they the shit. Right? Like I don't just have him on here because this is my big bro. Like I have him on here because y'all, they really are that good. When I was doing my thesis paper last year, I had to do some competitor research, right? So I'm Google searching marketing agencies in Houston. They was like the second person to come up. I said, oh, my family is legit. If you rank within the top 3 on Google, when somebody type in them keywords, that's how you know your website is really in the running of being like at the top. So when I say y'all, I have him on here tonight for a reason because I personally know a couple of people on this live who y'all have asked me about websites and I done told y'all no. A good website is an investment.
Yes.
But a good website also brings back a return on your investment. So when it comes to marketing budgets, everybody scratches their head when I ask about marketing budgets. We want to spend money where money is going to be returned to you. Your website is definitely that. Okay, so if you're nervous about getting a website because you're afraid it's going to be too expensive, it's an investment. Don't look at it as an expense. Look at it as an investment that you're going to spend the money and get it right on back. All right, I'm going to go through some of these comments. I saw a couple of y'all laughing at me, but I saw a question too. Somebody said organic followers over number count anyway. Facts. Engagement is what counts. Most definitely. But baby, I ain't had
Yeah.
nothing on here to be engaged with. Like, yeah, no, I should have been ashamed of myself at that phase of my business of literally zero activity on social media. Okay, my good sis, Lipstick and Legs, she asked what are top 5 things every website should have. Buttons to your social media that's linked in work. Oh, that was mine. My bad. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Renee.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got me.
That's a huge thing, man. Now, I see that. That's a peeve too. When I click on someone's Twitter and I think they got a Twitter account and it ain't there, it brings you back to the home page. So please have your all of your social media links connected. Phone number, yo, that drives me nuts. Please put your phone number at the top of your website. Please, if you want people to call you, don't make it hard for people to find your phone number. Don't
Or
just put it
email.
on the. And I get it. You thinking, well, I got a contact us page. You could get it on the contact us page. Yeah, you could put it on the home page too. So please, at the top and at the bottom, put your phone numbers. Um, Videos are cool. I don't recommend a whole lot of them. Please don't. It's just going to weigh down your website. It's going to be harder for it to load. Because loading speed is really important. So if you want to include a 30-second video, I think that's dope. 30 seconds. We don't need to know anything more about you. If it's 45, it's too long. 30, 15. If you're nasty, like if you really dope with it, 15
Alexa
seconds
is
get the
telling us
point
to get ready to
across.
wrap up.
Nice.
Everybody who
What am
watches
I at,
every week,
3?
they know Alexa come on at 9:30. Like, all right, girl, come on.
I think I'm at 3. 2 more. Form fills. That's where people can leave their name, and email address, phone number. Again, I know that there's one on the contact us page. Put one on your home page. Let me see. The last thing.
Can I get one?
Yes.
Let me get one. Pop up. A pop up. That subscription. Yeah. Well, see, I'm more so the email marketing person. I'm the person they hired to do the email
Are you
marketing, right?
saying to
And
include it, or you saying to have one?
yes, I'm saying to have
Oh, I
one.
agree.
I'm saying need it.
I agree.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
when people get on your website, the first thing they should see needs to be a pop-up that tells them, gain more information here, unlock a special discount by doing your email. You have to capture emails. I keep stressing it.
Wait. I got a peeve that kind of goes along with that.
Okay, I'm listening.
I don't like the pop-ups that have the button choice that makes you feel stupid for clicking that button. It'd be like, okay button. Don't want to save money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
You
I
don't
agree
want the
with you.
savings.
I agree.
Like it's
And you
cool
know
though.
what's
I
funny
think
though? People think that like doing that is like tricking people into doing something, but y'all think about how you interact with websites. People think really simple and basic. All they
yes.
want is, if you want my email address, just say, put your email here. Like, they don't want to have to click through all kind of fancy different things. You don't got to try to be cute with it. A simple pop, like mine says, hey, babe, let's make this official. And you put your website, and then as soon as you put your email in, you get one from me that say, now we go together real bad. I mean, it's just that simple. Like, it's that simple.
That's
And the
pretty
amount of
dope.
emails I get from people being like, okay, baby, we go together. I'll be like, yep, real bad. But just find something real small, simple, put it up there. People don't like he said, put the number at the top. People don't read. People are not going to click through your website to find your number in the contact page. They want it right there at the top, where that's the first thing they see. And that's what they want. That's what they're on their page for. That's what they're going to go and get. I saw another question. Is it necessary to have a contact us page if it's on your homepage?
You know what? The contact us page could be sometimes a cheat code. But it depends. It depends on what you do. And it also depends on how you want to set up the next steps of your campaign. So for an example, if you're going to do a Google Ads campaign to generate leads and generate phone calls real fast, right? Because that puts you on the first page of Google immediately. Well, there's extension buttons that you can include into your ad. So you can have a button that takes people to your About Us page or directly to your Contact Us page. So it kind of depends. If you're running an e-com store, I don't think a contact page is necessary. But again, it just kind of depends on how you want to chop it up. So I will give away that kind of designer secret that your Contact Us page nowadays could simply be your links page.
Mhm.
So let that page take the page of a link tree for your social media links. Instead of creating that link tree and basically
Mhm.
creating a middleman between the user and your website, use a page of your website and label that links. So it has the same functionality, right? So when someone clicks on it, they still go into all the links. And if they want to experience your website, they're already on your website, and that click counted to your website, not to that middleman.
Thank
So
you. Thank you for that. Look, I'm taking that nugget if y'all don't. But for the person that asked this question, more than likely, yes, you need a contact page for what he said, because you are a local business and people are searching for makeup services, and that's an extra space for you to show up in Google. So for you, I would highly recommend you having it. But like you said, use it wisely, right? It has to have a purpose, and you want to make sure that it's used wisely. I'm definitely gonna post a replay. We gave a lot of game, a lot of information was given. Rain
so
came ready, okay, and loaded to give y'all all of this. So if you missed the beginning, honestly, if you missed the first 5 minutes, you need to make sure you go back and watch this replay, because we started at 9. Like, whether y'all was here or not, every Monday my goal is to start at 9. So please make sure that y'all are ready for 9 o'clock. My mom asked, and I'm gonna rephrase her question because I know what she really wants to know. My mom's been using Shopify for her e-commerce store, and she wants to know if she needs to call True and get a real website set up, because she feels like her Shopify is not a real website. She's sitting over here laughing too, because she know, yeah, I know what she's talking about. But some other people might feel that way, right? I use
yeah,
Shopify for the longest when I had McLash Gang, and honestly, it is some things that Shopify just does not allow you to do to have a not so trash website. So would you recommend someone with an e-commerce website to step over to the big leagues and get True Digital to put their website together?
absolutely. At 832-934-4436, www.truedigitalmktg.com.
Period. You heard that,
slash
mama?
slash contact. So you could go directly to our Contact Us page, and you can set up an appointment on our Contact Us page, because that's our strategy. We drive traffic to that page, so then you can fill out the form fill. We'll have a lead, and we'll call you back to set up a discovery call.
You got that, mama? Ring said, yeah. Call him.
I love you.
And you already know she gonna call you.
I know. I appreciate her so much. She doesn't know.
Listen, y'all.
She
My
knows. That's her.
momager is my biggest, my favorite client, and my most challenging, but like the client that requires the most love. Okay, so I got one
Yeah.
more. Someone says I do multiple things. Should I have one main site that links them to all, not a link tree, a full website? So
Yeah, there's ways to pull that off. We did a website for a company called Solista, Soulesta dash co.com. So the object of this project was to bring 3 of her brands together on one website and make it look seamless. So she does health and wellness. She does what she called creatives, where she does like flyers and stuff like that, and she also offers business solutions. So we was able to tie them all together. Again, your website is one of the real pieces of your business you could truly own and control. And think about it, you could build a lot of these features in that happens on social media. Like, if you want people to see all your posts on the gram, there's a way that we could build that into your website. So every time you make a post on Instagram, it updates your page. You running a podcast, and you want your podcast streams to show up every time you drop a new episode, well, there's a way that we can make that happen. So, just again, make sure that the one thing that you can control in, out, if you're doing e-com with us, we can hook up Klarna and Afterpay to your website, all of that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's good to know.
The only thing I got to get Shopify is that they charge you a percentage of your sales.
And take forever to give you your money.
Yeah. But,
we can do a whole one just on some of these e-commerce platforms, because 9 times out of 10 I've used them all, and Shopify is honestly the lesser of all the evils. But yeah, it got its shit with it too. So definitely,
you gotta get in the game. I would encourage everybody just to get in the game, and when you start making some money, and now it's time to step up. If these what your goals are. And listen, if you just want to hustle in the game, that's fine. Some people want to be seasonal. Some people just want to sell trees in December. I get it.
I love it. Well, I'm gonna give y'all like another minute if y'all have any more questions. If y'all don't, as always, give me a thumbs up so we know that y'all ready for us to wrap up. Yes, please. Replay will be available literally, y'all. As soon as we finish, I'm gonna make sure that it goes, unless IG try to play me, because sometimes it low-key be playing me. But it shouldn't, and this replay will be up as soon as we wrap up. Again, I'm looking for, with the amount of viewers we have tonight, I'm looking for at least 3 thumbs up to let us know that y'all that we've answered all your questions and that y'all are good to go. We did real good on time. I'm proud of us. Only 5 minutes over. That's not bad.
For us, that is incredible.
I'm so proud of us. Okay? So proud of us. Of course, Reem. Okay, so Pressed by Reem. Her nickname is Reem as well.
Yo, I DM'd her on purpose, like, yo, we got to be friends, because I only know one other Karima, and she didn't spell it with the H at the end, so that makes you a little more extra, and I appreciate that. So yeah, I would like to be your friend, and if anyone have any questions, please inbox us. If I don't get to them, my partner does. If my partner doesn't, our admin does now. So yeah, we're growing, and this is our happy place. So you know what I mean?
I'm so proud of y'all. Like, I went to visit them in their office, and I almost cried, because I was like,
yo,
I remember the home office.
We're moving.
And I was like, hey, look at y'all now. Like, y'all got staff.
Y'all
legit.
We're moving. We got a bigger space. We signed for 3 years. We out.
They're moving.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as soon as y'all move, I'm popping up over there too, and I'm gonna cry in that office as well.
Okay.
We'll get another picture and replace our other one. But okay, my little thing about Karima before I go. So we did a live last week, Mindset to Market. If y'all missed that, sorry to you, boo, because market it went down. Okay, but anyway, I kept calling her by her full name, Karima, the whole night. So she said it probably like 3 times. She's like, please call me Reem. Like, don't nobody call me Karima. And I was like, okay, Karima. So we get off the live. I was like, Mama, I gotta tell her I can't call her Reem, because I already have a Reem. Like, in my mind, if somebody say Reem, I'll go think about my brother. So she was like, you can call me Reema, and I was like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Because other than that,
we can do that.
It was gonna be like, I'm sorry, Karima, but yeah, I can't have another Reem. Like, I got one Reem in this film. As always, send the team and the family my love. Tell Melinda we need to catch up too. I need to get her on one of these.
Good luck with that. You know how she is.
I know. I heard her say something. What she said?
I'm listening.
I need to get you on here, sis.
Okay. All right. Yay.
Yeah.
You get on my nerves. But I love y'all, and thank you so much.
Love you too. All the time,
us, guys. I saw all the thumbs up we needed for me to say good night, y'all. And I'll see y'all next Monday. I got a very special guest. Okay, so real quick about next Monday. Next Monday, we talking about building relationships with social media, which is very, very, very important. And I actually have a special guest, which is someone that's a relationship that I've made and built and nurtured through social media. So I'm going to bring her on. She has something very special for you all during the live. I'm going to ask her some questions, and we're really going to talk about how to use your social media to actually build relationships, okay? That's where loyalty comes from. building and nurturing relationships. So make sure y'all join me next Monday for that at 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. because I'm going to be live at 9, all right? Love y'all. Good night.